Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm joined by Mark Risby, CTO at Boxer Systems. Mark, welcome to IABM TV.
Hi, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Mark, can you start by telling us about Boxer Systems?
Sure. We're a solutions provider, been around, nearly 30 years. We've started off as digital video, took over from analog, and as the years have gone on, moved more into the sort of computer-based areas where we specialized in linking the computer world, the IT world, and the video worlds together. We represent a number of mostly originally North American startups, and we would do certain systems work, especially when it involves linking various components together to create a solution.
Okay, and so Mark, let's talk what is a very hot topic at the moment, given the current climate: remote production and remote editing applications such as your Cumulo system. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yes, remote obviously is the is the term of the moment. And here I am now. I'm in my home office. This particular stream is coming from, I'm running a Bird Dog PTZ camera through an AJA T-Tap converter, which basically makes SDI or HDMI look like a webcam straight into your streaming package. So it's even remote working's even got to me for broadcasting. So we've been talking to lots and lots of customers about how we can make their workflows work in a different way in a remote manner. For editing, we're working with our partners Cumulo. Cumulo have really sort of redefined the way scale out storage works. They've got very fast and high performance workflows. Storage workflows that can either be on-prem, they can be in the cloud, or they can be a combination of two in a hybrid mode. And really the cloud story as so far, it's been about how people can, best make use of where their assets are and move storage, a performance storage layer up to where processing is being done in the cloud in a secure way rather than using certain cloud storage. But now that same system can be used to host editing. So we've been demoing Cumulo storage in Amazon or Google cloud instances, running compute in the same infrastructure and linking that compute over to the storage to make a fast, workstation effectively. Then if you put on that workstation Adobe Premiere and you run effectively the GUI back to the client using Teradici, which is a software and hardware product to enable you to get very low latency connections, we can actually edit in a collaborative manner still in the cloud. So our applications in the cloud, our storage is in the cloud, a fast storage layer, a shared storage layer as well. So multiple edit suites can see the same media, but also because of the hybrid nature, that that cloud-based storage can be linked to an on-prem instance and linked together. That way, everything that's done in the cloud will be mirrored down on-prem. So it's a very flexible system that's allowing people to carry on working in a way that just wouldn't have been possible a little while ago.
And so do you think it's fair to say, Mark, that with the current climate, that things like remote editing, we're going to see massive advances in those over the next sort of months as people come up with new challenges and new solutions?
Absolutely, without doubt. I already know of a number of online editors who are working from home now. Much as I love Soho and I love London, I don't always want to get on a train and go there. And I think editors are now seeing, and actually management are now seeing from production and post-production companies that they are able to achieve, the same quality output from home. And there's so many good things about that. From a sustainability point of view, it's great. If we don't need to be putting people on trains, cars, and buses, that's great. From a general work-life balance thing, so many of us are happier now. We don't have an hour and a half's commute each way. People can spend more time with their families, and they're able to make, perhaps their editing work around their own family situation. So perhaps they may get up early or work late and, change how that fits within their daily lives. And if the end result is that, we keep our productivity up, then everyone's a winner.
Mm-hmm. And so do you think, hopefully, Mark, in 1 year from now, we'll be sat in Las Vegas Convention Center having a similar sort of conversation on a sofa. Do you think we're going to find that this continues? So the kind of remote, you just mentioned it there, but the remote way of working will continue going into the future?
I have no doubt. I think, 9/11 caused a big spike afterwards in professional video conferencing systems as companies realized they didn't want to put people on planes. And I think after this, we're going to see similar outcomes. We're going to see that people have found new ways of working, and hey, it works. You know, it works for them. Why change it? I think also, especially when we've been talking about remote production for sport, everybody's looking to save money and, you know, to save the environment. So if we're not shipping trucks of people around, we're not flying everywhere, we're able to, you know, get a better sustainability and a better eco footprint. And that's something that we've all been talking about. And I think this enforced, you know, situation we're in now is going to mean that we've been able to try some of these things a little bit quicker than we would have hoped, I would imagine. But afterwards, I think we'll take a measured response. People will look at how remote works for them. They'll look at what worked and didn't in this recent sort of, as I say, enforced beta test. Coming out of that, I think we're going to end up with some new ways of doing things, some better ways of doing things, and I don't think we'll go back.
Mm-hmm. And so, Mark, you mentioned there earlier about partnerships and collaborations that Boxer do. How important is it for you to, I know that you guys have a lot of partners that you work with. How important is it for you all to work together?
Oh, very much so. I think at the minute, you know, we're doing a lot where we're pulling together various different vendors to come up with new end-to-end solutions. And that's something that, you know, that we've always done as a company. That's how we work. So we're now seeing we can take the strengths of this company and, you know, the advantages of another company and make something, you know, into a solution, into a system. And, you know, right now we're trying a few things we hadn't done before. And it's amazing what's working. You know, from home, my internet connection at my home now is getting on for 500 megabits. That's a standard Virgin package. I'm only getting 20 up. So it's still hobbled in some ways, but I'm amazed at what I've been able to push over that. So with advances in cloud compute, but also things like SRT and protocols that allow us to have a robust connection over a public internet connection is really going to let us do things that we just couldn't have done a year ago.
Okay, well, Mark, thank you very much for joining us. You can find out more about everything we've discussed at boxer.co.uk.